Greetings. Do you ever feel like a deflated smiley face balloon where the helium is just leaking out? Yeah, I get it. I do too. We all do, because we're human. But I have some good news for you. You, like this plant, you're alive, you're growing, you're changing. You too can continue to thrive in the most dire, bleak, dismal, depressing circumstances. You can pull yourself out. Yeah, you really have that power. You do. Like this battery-operated candle, you can choose, with the right actions, to turn yourself on, illuminate yourself. Your motivation. That's what this video is about. A little real talk here. The world, it's an uncertain place. Always has been. Always will be. But we can kind of say, with a little bit of certainty, that we are living in pivotal times. No matter which side of the spectrum you are on politically, no matter where you stand, we can all kind of agree it's a tough place to thrive in currently. A lot of stressors in our world, a lot of uncertainty. But here's the good news. By choosing certain actions every day, you can gain mental strength and physical strength to not only better yourself, but be able to be a light to those around you, to be able to be a source of strength to those around you. Everyone during this time, and basically any time, needs to be strong mentally and physically. We have choices in life. We can choose to keep going, and pushing ourselves. Or we can choose to acquiesce. We can choose atrophy. We can choose to just give in and sink down like a melting snowman. Or we can choose to build ourselves up and become beacons of strength. The choice is yours alone. You might think, well, you're looking for motivation from external sources. I can help give you that, but guess what? Ultimately, it's up to you alone. You can't look to your brother. You can't look to your sister. You can't look to your mom, your dad, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friend, or your coworkers. You are responsible, and only you, for creating a better version of yourself, for bettering your life. And guess what? That's a powerful thing, because if you had to rely on anyone else, they might let you down. But you don't have to let yourself down, because you are in charge of your choices. It's empowering to know that you are the sole creator of what you want to be. I've had some setbacks this year, probably like you. We all have. It's part of being alive. But guess what? Here I am, breathing on my couch. I'm alive. Look at my eyes. They have light in them. I can still smile, right? We can choose to be optimistic. We can choose to persevere. Did you lose your job this year? That's legitimately tough. Or maybe your child was something else. Maybe you had to deal with disease. Maybe you had to deal with the loss of home. Maybe it was something else. Maybe you lost a friendship. Maybe you lost a loved one. Maybe you had to deal with illness. Maybe you're just struggling with the uncertainty in the world at large. But guess what? Guess what? All of those things are terribly hard to deal with, and they are legitimately causes to feel down. But we have to, because we are breathing. We have a choice. We have to keep going in some facet. While we are alive, we are going to keep going. Our hearts will keep beating. We will keep breathing. I hope this video helps you to understand the power and control that you can have over your everyday life. What can you do to make today better? Let's say you're watching this and it's already 7 p.m. at night. Day's almost over. You might think, heck with it. I'm just going to bed. I'll start tomorrow. No, you can do something now. You can do something now to empower yourself. Do you have a piece of paper? Do you have a pen? Start making a list of gratitude. Start making a list of things that you are thankful for in your life, no matter how small they might be, no matter how insignificant you think they might seem to someone else. Start writing it down. Put pen to paper. That's powerful. You can reflect on that list anytime you'd like. You're feeling down? Pull your list out. Pull yourself back up. Okay, you can also do this on your smartphone if that's more your style. Type it into a memo to yourself. There you go. That works just as well. Another thing you can do, make yourself a comforting cup of chamomile tea, peppermint tea, whatever floats your boat. Give yourself a warm hug with a cup of tea, okay? You deserve the comfort, all right? You do, I promise you. As soon as you are done watching this video and you've liked and subscribed to my channel, get out a small mat or a blanket, anything that you can start to associate with meditation, okay? Find a blanket or a towel even, or a mat if you're lucky to have one, and name it your meditation mat, your meditation towel. Give it that special privilege, okay? Get out your towel, your blanket, your mat when you're done watching this video. Put it on the ground or even put it on a chair. And close your eyes. Close your eyes and try to silence your mind. Focus on your breath. Think of the things that you're either grateful for in your life, or just try to silence your mind altogether and appreciate the stillness. Do you have floating thoughts in your mind when you try to do that? That's normal. We all do, because we can't turn our brains off, but we can try our best to quiet our minds, and that's powerful. Because if you can quiet your mind when you'd like to, guess what? That gives you so much control in your daily interactions. It really does. So, a couple of things that you can do right now to empower yourself. Another thing you could do, besides making a list of things that you are grateful for, make a small list so it's not overwhelming, maybe 3 items. What would you like to do tomorrow morning when you wake up to help your life go more in the direction of your choosing? What would you like to do for your health? What would you like to do to better your career options? What would you like to do to strengthen your relationships with your family or your loved ones or your friends? What clear, definitive actions can you take to step forward in those areas? Make a list. You might think like me, sometimes I think, well, I have a list in my head. That's good enough. But let me promise you, when you put it on paper, it's powerful, because you can read the words. And then after you take that definitive action towards that goal or step, you can take your trusty pencil, take your trusty pen, and cross it off the list. And boy, is that satisfying, knowing that you have taken that powerful step. You've done it. Give yourself a pat on the back. Oh, and I'm not done with my motivational speech yet. I'm going to just speak in general here. Let's say you're an elderly person. Let's say you're a senior citizen. I have watched, the people in my life get older, and I've seen them struggle, and I've seen the pain that can come with growing older, the isolation, the sorrowful reflection on the past, wishing that things could be the same, wishing you could have those connections with your loved ones that are now departed. If you are an elderly person watching this, I'm specifically speaking to you. You are alive. You still have a purpose. Even if you're 85 years old and you are living alone, guess what? You can go out and you can give someone a smile. That smile might mean the world to someone. Think of a list that you can do. Think of a list that you can do to empower yourself, to be a blessing to this world. You have meaning. You really do. Let's say that you are a person who is addicted to drugs. There's hope for you. I have never had an addiction, but I've seen people in the world who have suffered drug addictions, and you can overcome it. You can overcome it. Reach out to God. Reach out to Jesus. If that's not your forte, if that doesn't resonate with you, I invite you, maybe explore it some more. But if that just doesn't resonate with you, go to meditation. Go to meditation, empower your mind with that, okay? Go to nature. Go to your friends and family. I guarantee someone in this world loves you, and they care about you, and they want to build you up. Let's say that you're like me, and you feel like, oh, I'm a mom. I love my children so much. They're my world, but, my world kind of revolves around my children. Guess what? That's so powerful. It is so powerful to be a mother. It's so powerful to be a parent. If you're a dad and you're watching this and you're a stay-at-home dad and that's your role, I'm speaking to you also. Don't take it for granted. Don't take the time that you have with your children for granted. You have a very powerful role in this world. You are raising the next generation, okay? You really are. Anything that you put towards your child, it's a seed and it will grow and expand. You might not see the fruit of your labor tomorrow, but every small step that you take, you're helping to build a strong child. You're helping to build a strong adult in the future. Don't take it for granted. Your job is important, and I'm telling you that. Your job is important, okay? You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, okay? Think about your strengths. Be thankful for your strengths, okay? Express gratitude to yourself. So powerful. Another thing you can do to empower yourself, like I talked about before, this is real speak. Get those endorphins going. Get those endorphins going. How do you do that? How do you do that? Get some exercise. Does it have to be going for an hour-long jog? Heck, no. No, it doesn't. Get those endorphins flowing by going for a brisk walk. Get on your bike if you live in a warm area right now. March in place. Do something. Get a rebounder. Those are great. If you can get a small little trampoline, those are so good. They get your whole system going. They really do. They invigorate you, and they really get those endorphins moving. So you might not see the first time that you exercise. Give it 2 or 3 times. You'll start to see a difference in your mind. That's where it will show up first. Give it a few weeks later, and you'll start to see a difference in your body, and so will everyone else. Good thing there too. Lots of ideas. Anyway, I'm going to end it on this. I'm going to end this video on this. You're powerful. You're a powerful person. You have a purpose in life. If you're feeling down, that's okay. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You're alive. You're breathing. You have gifts to offer the world. I don't care who you are. You do. You really do. And that's powerful. And I'm going to say that's powerful 1 more time if I need to, 2 more times, 3 more times, because you need to hear it. We all do. We all need a little encouragement. We all need a little motivation, and I'm here to give it to you today. Anyway, I hope this video encouraged you in some capacity. Sorry about the tears, but I feel so empathetic, sympathetic for the elderly. It does bring me to tears sometimes. It can be a hard world, and I do feel a special love for the elderly. But anyway, yes, thank you for tuning in, and please, New Year's coming. You have a lot of resources at your disposal. You really do. Make that step today, make that step tomorrow, keep going. Build yourself up. List your New Year's resolutions, okay? Yes, go out and be a blessing to yourself and others. Even if it's hard, just try. You can do it. Until next time.